Good evening, everyone. We are actually online with our studios and you're watching Sky News. You may notice that we are not in England, but we are in a foreign country that I'm sure you love, France, and to be more precise, Marseille. To do what? Well, today the sports evolution has known a huge advance. So we are going to talk about a union sport, the petanque. To talk about that topic, I have met the ACPM, Marseille Athletic Club Petanque, who are the new world team champion. Hello guys, it's an honor to finally meet you. Please, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Jean-Claude Genuti. I come from to the ACPM. I play every day with my dream team in this French Bowl of Sacred Wood. As for me, this team is my family, also my life. I can consider petanque as the most important thing before my wife when I have a big competition.
Well, hello, I'm Jean Dupontel. I'm from Marseille. I love this place for the smell of fish, the conviviality that there is in the pubs, and mostly the sound that the balls of petanque provide when they collide. Petanque is my life and my religion. I could take lives to preserve this sport. Kidding.
As for me, my name is Jean-Paul Dazzani. I come from a small village next to Marseille and I love playing petanque with the ACPM, who is my favorite team. I have been playing this sport since I was little and I'm not ready to stop this sport. I'm finding my friends and my happiness
Hi,
there.
my name is Jean-Marc Alfonso. I'm French and I'm the substitute of the team. Like my partners, as I have already said, petanque is my religion. I live for it. Unlike Jean-Paul, I'm a shooter and my goal is to put away my opponent's balls. By the way, I come from this land, which means Marseille. We have met each other in a pub which is called Le Bidule during the same evening. Amazing, right?
As a pointer, my role is to place my balls the closest to the jack to earn a maximum of points. When I'm ready to shoot, all my energy as my concentration is mobilized.
To execute this movement, we must use distinct parts of body: foot, knee, legs, arm, and most precisely, wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Then we are in a cycle underground. My feet are tight. We squat by being in stability, thanks to my left arm and my quads, and knee, to which support my weight. After we take the French petanque ball with our right hand and take momentum to throw this one slowly to the jack. At the end, I have a
To
stretch.
my mind, petanque is the most accurate sport. To make a tie, throw away an opponent ball, I have to use the same parts of body as the pointer. When I am in the circle, my arm speed is the key of success. My muscles have to be contracted, except my arm, which is hardly stretched. I'm looking for speed, so my wrist movement has to be quick.
I'm a shooter like Jean-Marc and it is very difficult because I have to be very precise and very strict to shoot the enemy's balls. We shoot them, we need to help our partners to take the point and win the part.
What is the challenge and the goal of petanque?
The petanque is a sport which is composed of two teams of three characters. There is the possibility to have substitutes. Each character has a different role, pointer or shooter.
How does a petanque game take place?
A petanque game is played in 13 points on many handles, on different type of ground. This is the reason why we have no right to modify it.
What are the dimensions and limits of a petanque field?
Petanque can be played on any field, including field without borderlesses. However, the French Federation of Petanque and Provençal Play provides that the organizing committee or the referee of an official competition may impose the game on a limited ground, called a framework. And in this case, the dimensions of the ground are 15 meters long and 4 meters wide.
Are there any penalties during a game? What are they?
Yeah, there are. Sporting penalties is petanque, such as the temporary or permanent exclusion of a competition, disqualification, suspension of the field, or even fines.
What are the injuries or risks you can deal with?
Without telling lies, as for me, it's not an extreme sport with many risks or injuries, but If your partner or opponent throws a ball like a child and doesn't control his strength, the ball can touch down your foot. It's the worst thing that could happen after there are little injury like dislocation or wrist sprain because of the repetition of numerous throws.
Now, this is the typical day of a petanque player. Every morning, I get up at 10:15 a.m. A petanque player doesn't like to have breakfast in his own house. That's why I go to a pub on the Petanque of Marseille. When I finally reach the pub, I order a cup of coffee and a good sardine in oil. I take my time to read the newspaper, and when I finish, I come back to my home and make a personal training in my garden.
After the morning, the petanque player goes to Henriette, who is Jean-Eudes' wife, to take the aperitif and to eat a beautiful bouillabaisse, which is more consistent and that is enough for the day. The midday ends by a little nap with the song of cicadaes and crickets, in order to relax after the activity.
After this little invigorating nap, we have an appointment to the Boulodrome at 4 p.m. with ACPM's family to train. We train till 6 p.m. Then, at 6, we start games between us in 2 versus 2. After logging like children and take 2-3 balls on the feet, 7:30 p.m. we go home.
After a little shower in my room, I need to dress differently when I play with the team. And I catch up with friends. Generally, we first go to Jean-Claude's house to have a little aperitif, and to finish majestically, we go to a pub which is called Le Bidule, where there are a lot of our friends. As for me, there is a dress code in order to respect our sport. To begin, we have a cap, a boot, or a ricard, or sometimes a beret. Then, we need to be in comfortable clothes. This requires a jogging and a rank top.
In addition to the stability of shooting, we have long socks to maintain legs. Finally, we use shoes like Crocs or sandal, so that our feet can breathe.